everyone. My name is Bree. If you're just watching this, you know that I am new to the whole YouTube thing. I basically am going to probably be doing some stuff where it's like cooking, showing people how to use like certain cooking tools, and then more along the lines of like, oh, I don't know how to cook this, so what can I do to cook it? I apologize in advance for looking ratchet. My day is not very productive today. It is Sunday, by the way, so I don't really care. But for tonight's meal, what I'm going to be making is a roasted chicken in my, I don't know if you can see it, Instapot. It has the air fryer attachment top thing to it, so that should kind of work. Not really sure. It's gonna be a test, and then we'll see how it goes. So to begin with, I just wanted to kind of start with like some basic stuff. I do have my oven preheated. I'm not sure if you can see it. However, I am the only one here right now because my boyfriend works as a lineman, which he does like people's power and stuff. So I'm pretty much alone most of the time, which is fine. I have no problem with it. I feel like it actually makes our relationship work out a little bit better because then we have space away from each other. But anyway, I have my oven preheated to 350. I'm going to be making some roasted carrots with my roasted chicken. My chicken is actually currently sitting in my sink. I am really weird about certain things, and I actually went to culinary school when I was in high school. It was kind of like a trade school, and it was kind of fun. So, well, it was more than kind of fun. It was a lot of fun, like, let's be honest. But I know how to do some stuff because of that, and most of the time I just kind of throw stuff together and see if it works. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. All right, so for my carrots, I am going to put them in my oven, which is already, like I said, preheated to 350. I have a baking sheet that has aluminum foil on it. Why does it have aluminum foil on it, you may ask? Well, that's a very good question. I'm lazy and I don't like cleaning them. And I don't know if y'all do this or not. By the way, I'm from Ohio. I don't know why I say y'all. It's weird. But I don't know if you guys do this or not, but like oil, like especially like olive oil, I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil on these so that way like our seasoning sticks to it. But olive oil, when you like put it on stuff, is really hard to get off. I worked as a dishwasher when I was in high school. And so I know how difficult it is to get olive oil and oils and stuff off of other things. So anything that has like a very like waxy, I don't know if wax is really the right terminology for it, but that like greasy feeling or whatever, it's very difficult to get off of things. And you have to use really hot water. Yeah, I have a dishwasher, but at the same time, I just don't like having to do more dishes than what I have to. So we're gonna be doing that. Oh, also, by the way, I have this big freaking bag of carrots that I got from Kroger. I live in Ohio, like I said, so there's probably some stuff like you guys, if you're from Ohio, know about like Kroger and I don't know what else is Ohio made, whatever, Meyer, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I'll probably reference some stuff that's from Ohio or whatever. I do have my olive oil. It's in one of these like fancy things because I like it and it makes me feel really bougie. So we're just gonna drizzle some olive oil on. And then with these carrots, you really wanna just kind of like toss it around in the olive oil. It's okay if some of it drops off. I do bleach my counters, by the way, and my counters were just freshly bleached today because I had to clean the kitchen before I did this, because that's what adults do. So anyway, again, see, gross. And then it doesn't matter. Like you can do this as much as you want with like water or like hot water, and it like just doesn't come off. Like easy. You have to like scrub it all off your hands. So if I do kind of sound a little funny, it's because, or like there's like weird pauses or whatever, I am trying to be more on the non-swearing side of the house, even though I was in the Marines. I swear really bad. Just because I don't know if some kids are gonna be watching this or not, and you know, I want it to be like, you know, little kids or whatever can watch this and not like feel like they're gonna get in trouble. So I'm gonna take a little bit of kosher salt, and I just kind of eyeball it because that's what I do. Like I said earlier, I just kind of throw stuff together and see if it works or not. It all depends. But you don't want to put too much salt on your carrots because you don't want it to be overly salty. I like to use kosher salt though because I feel like it just, I don't know, I just think it works better. And plus, when I was in culinary school, when I was in high school, it just kind of worked well for me. And that's all we basically used. We really didn't even use iodized salt. Someone, when I was working in one of the restaurants, told me that iodized salt, you actually don't obtain any of the iodine from iodized salt, so it's basically pointless. I don't know if it's true or not. I never really fact-checked her. At the time, I was in high school, she was in college. I thought she knew what she was talking about. Because what college person doesn't know what they're talking about? Oh, by the way, I did some peppercorn, fresh ground peppercorn. I like to use fresh ground just because I feel like it tastes better. You'll see probably throughout the rest of my videos once I get going that I like to use more fresh ingredients instead of like frozen ingredients. One, it just like, it makes me have to use them faster and it makes me actually have to cook. And two, I feel like it just tastes better. Like, I'm not saying that like frozen stuff like doesn't taste good, but I just prefer to have fresh like fruits and vegetables and stuff. It's whatever you want to do. It's not my house, not my opinion. Well, I mean, that is my opinion. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. Anyway, so I'm gonna use this no salt all-purpose seasoning on my carrots. I got it from a place near my house called the Pepper Palace. It's actually pretty good. So I just kind of like sprinkle it on. That was probably way too much. Oh well. Alrighty. So that's all good and done. You just kind of like roll it around a little bit so that way you kind of get a little coating on all of it. I gotta wash my hands again. Fantastic. Okay. I'm really bad about having to like wash my hands like 40,000 times when I'm cooking, which is probably why my knuckles decide that they want to start cracking, which is fun. Not really. By the way, I'm super sarcastic. You will probably learn that as you go through this whole entire series with me. If you guys decide to subscribe to my channel, I have no idea if I'm going to put like a little subscribe button somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, so we're going to put this in here into our preheated oven at 350 degrees. I'll say it again, just in case you missed it the first time. And I don't really use a timer. I just kind of check it to see if it's cooked. So, put that in there. And then, I'm gonna move on to the chicken. So one of my things that I did learn that I thought that I still continue to use as an adult. Please excuse the fact that I just wiped my hands. What am I doing? I mean, yeah, we can consider me an adult. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm 25. I guess I'm considered an adult. Whatever. But for my chicken, I have my cutting board, and underneath my cutting board, I have a damp paper towel. The reason why I do this is just because your board doesn't move. It makes it sturdy and it doesn't make it move around anywhere. So my whole thing behind all of this is like, I wanted to kind of like get some stuff together and start showing people how to like do some stuff, cooking stuff, because like I know I go to YouTube when I don't know how to do something. So it's kind of the whole reason why I started this thing. So I have my little chicken. It's a little chicken because there's only 2 of us. I'm not gonna feed my dogs. So I think I paid, how much did I pay for this? I paid $2.84 for my little chicken. And I think it's organic. I don't know. But anyway, I just kind of like grab stuff half the time when I'm in the grocery store. Especially like, I went grocery shopping today and it was crazy. Like, I hate grocery shopping on Sunday. You would think I would figure out a better day to do it, but I don't. So, push my glasses up because apparently they want to fall down. Oh, it's still got its little feathers. Sorry if you're grossed out by that, but pull those feathers off because that's not gonna taste good. I guess that one doesn't want to come out. Cool. So, get my little chicken out of the bag. It wants to come out. Oh, he's so cute and little. That is the cutest little chicken I think I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, just by the way, if there's any like feathers still attached to it, you need to take those off. Those are not edible. I do not suggest eating those at all. I guess that's not gonna work this time for me. Oh, gross. Yeah, so, sorry if you're kind of squeamish or whatever. I don't really care. I've been doing this for a while, when I've been like cleaning like food and stuff. I'm gonna come over here to my drawer and get my lovely tweezers out. These tweezers I actually got for Christmas. I asked for them, and I said, I want a pair of tweezers that I can take fish bones out with. So that's like the actual like purpose for these tweezers, but they're gonna work for this too. We're just gonna flip this little guy over. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, whatever. This little chicken, there we go, that's what we'll call it. And get all this nastiness off this little guy. Why you still got feathers there, bro? Like, what the heck? Oh, snap. Alrighty, so, we're just gonna, like I said, continue to pick off the feathers because apparently they can't clean off the feathers good enough. And for those of you who might subscribe, who probably will, you should subscribe. Like, let's be honest. You don't know what you're doing and you're coming to me to figure out what you're doing. I don't even, is that its neck? Yeah, that's its neck. Okay. Making sure the inside of it's cleaned out. There's no nastiness that's still in there. Move that little part. Take all the little veins and stuff out. If you're kind of squeamish, I would strongly suggest you not doing this. Or grossed out by stuff. You can probably, like, for me, when I was in culinary school, like, excuse me, just had to burp, it's gross. Okay. when I was in culinary school, we used to break down chickens every day because I was part of a culinary arts team, and we would do cooking competitions. So part of the whole thing was breaking down a whole entire chicken. If you guys want to actually see how to do that, just comment in below and I will do that and show you what kind of stuff that you can make with like the odds and ends. Because you know, with the anatomy of a chicken, you got the chicken wings. This is the back right here. You got the legs and the thighs, your breast, and then on the inside, most people don't know that on the inside of this bone right here, the spine bone, where the like thigh and the back meet, there's actually this little itty bitty piece that of meat. It's like a really tender piece of meat called the oyster, I think is what we called it. You can fact check me. I don't really know. Well, I do know that actually. I lied. I'm sorry. Anyway, so you want to make sure that you get that, like, because you want to basically use as much of the meat as you possibly can. So you got your chicken. We're not going to take the skin off. I'm not going to break it down right now because I want to basically do like a rotisserie chicken. So this little guy is going to stay all put together. I'm sorry, I put chicken things when I'm feeling weird. All right, so back to what I was doing. I know I've said that probably 30 times. Anyway, we have onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and then let me wash my hands and I will show you what other seasoning we're gonna use. It's called Everglades seasoning. I don't know if you can hear me over this, so I'm sorry. Washing our hands because we don't want to get salmonella. Gotta have your arms free. It's called Everglades seasoning. It's from Florida. The only reason why I have it is because my boyfriend's sister decided that she wanted to leave it here, but we're not going to tell her that. She's probably gonna watch this video and then come take it from me, which is fine. Sorry. But anyway, so you're just gonna sprinkle your seasoning. Be generous with it. You don't have to be reserved. Also, another very important thing that you need to make sure. So on the ingredients list for like any kind of seasoning, you need to make sure like what's inside of it, so that way you don't like over salt your like meal that you're making. So this has salt, spices. I don't even know what that is, so I guess whatever. Whatever monosodium glutamate. I can't pronounce that. I have no idea. Dehydrated garlic and onion, sugar, and I don't know what that is either. Okay, so look it up because we basically use our phones for everything. So we got one side of them salted, well, seasoned. I'm gonna flip them over and do the other side. I'm probably doing this backwards. However, I don't really care. I can do what I want because I'm an adult. But you really should put, I wanted to put butter in it under the skin because all that's going to do is it's going to help make it like flaky and delicious and all the stuff that you're not supposed to have as adults. It's stuff that tastes good. It's okay. I like stuff that tastes good. I don't care what it does to me. That's a lie, I do. Anyway. So, I'm just gonna rinse my hand off. And then wipe it off because I'm not gonna wash my hands 40,000 times. So, I put that seasoning on it. Fresh ground pepper. because why not? You want to make sure it tastes good. Like seasoning is a very crucial part. So I had some other stuff, but I didn't realize what all was in this Everglade seasoning. But apparently there's onion powder and garlic powder in it, and salt. So my other seasonings are basically pointless. All right, now on to the fun part. Gonna have to move you. Oh no, I gotta sneeze. Nope, I lied. So I know, this is probably weird. So you got your Instapot. And inside your Instapot, you're gonna have your, if you have the one that has the air fryer attachment. Excuse me. You're gonna make sure that you have your normal pot that like goes inside, and then you have the little attachment pot thing or whatever you want to call it in there as well. The Instapot actually will not work. The air fryer portion will not work if you do not have this stainless steel bowl inside, because basically there's like a trigger mechanism at the bottom of this. I'll show you because I can. This pushes down, and then that lets your Instapot know that the like bowl is in there, and then you can actually cook with it. So this is what we're gonna do. This is my handy dandy makeshift mount that didn't really work. So I'm just gonna set this on the stove. So anyway, we have your Instapot right here with the actual lid. Just make sure with the lid you have this bottom piece, for your, don't slide it around. It makes some weird noise in it. I don't know about you guys, but it hurts my ears. But make sure that you have this little piece. I mean, technically I don't really need it because I have granite countertops and it's not really gonna hurt it. But if you don't have granite countertops, because I didn't before I lived here, you just want to make sure that it doesn't like burn or scorch your countertops. So it's really important to have that lid there. So, and especially like I see like a whole bunch of people like on Instagram and stuff, not Instagram, Pinterest is what it is. Using that like contact paper. You don't want to, that's a bad day. So, all right. So you get your chicken and you just plop it on in here. Now there is some guidelines or whatever that comes with your Instapot. I don't really know where mine are right now at this point in time, but it basically has like cooking instructions or like times and stuff or whatever for how long you're supposed to cook each item. As far as air frying goes, I had to look it up because I had no idea. I'm gonna cook this. Makes a cool little noise. I'm gonna cook this on 350 for about 20 minutes, I think is what it said. I have to double check. But anyway, as far as the Instapot goes, it's actually kind of cool, especially if you have like the one that's like both like a pressure cooker and air fryer, because it has like these different settings, and it has like air fry, roast, bake, broil, dehydrate. Also gonna be doing a jerky video at some point, so you might want to stick around for that if you're interested. It's deer jerky because, you know, we're in Ohio and apparently we got lots of Bambis running around. So we're going to put the lid on. The way that it works is the female connector and the male connector, they meet up back here. Somewhere back here, there's like a little catch pot thing. Just ignore that. But you put it on, it makes that like cool little sound or whatever that you just heard. And then I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Never mind, I just rinsed them off. So, I'm sorry for getting so close to the thing. I clearly do not know where the stuff is, camera angles or whatever for my phone. And that's what I'm recording this on. So over here to your Instapot. Trying not to be super shaky. Guess that's not gonna work. You got the different buttons. You got air fry, roast, bake, broil, dehydrate. We're gonna click on roast. And then this is the screen that pops up. You're gonna lower your temperature to 350. And then, so this is your temp and this is your time. Super easy to use. You're just gonna move the time down. I'm gonna do 25 minutes because chicken really has to cook until it has an internal temperature of 165 degrees, according to SurfSafe certifications and stuff like that. Really, dude? Why is it? So it makes all the beeping noises, and then you just push start. And then you hear it turn on, and it beeps. But down here, you have your air fry, roast, bake, broil, and dehydrate. This is just for this lid. It won't actually, if you push like any of these buttons with the like just pressure cooker lid on here, I can talk now, it won't work. But you also have your pressure cook stuff up here, which is pressure cook, saute, slow cook, steam, and sous vide. If you didn't know how to pronounce that, it's called sous vide. I actually used to do this when I was in school. So if you guys want to see a video on how to sous vide something too, let me know down in the comments. But anyway, so that's gonna cook for a little bit. Right now it has to basically like heat up until it gets to the right temperature. Once it gets to the temperature, it'll like show you the time and then the temperature down here at the bottom, how you just saw. But anyway, for right now, I will let you guys go and then come back and we'll see where our carrots are at and where the chicken is at. Welcome back, everyone. I know that the way that this video is going to play out, this is going to basically all run together. But anyway, it's not the point. Point is, this is what will happen when you get to like the last minute of your Instapot cooking. It'll, like I said, show your temperature. Wow, my finger is huge enough. But anyway, and then it has the seconds. Once that gets done, then it'll go to like keep warm or whatever, and it'll start counting down the amount of time that it takes for you to go from like start to finish or something like that. See, it goes to end, and then your top part is just cooling down. That was really weird, it just stopped. But you just lift your thing up. Remember, place it on this, because this under here is really hot. And then this is what your chicken looks like. It's all nice and, wow, he is crispy. Sorry, I just kind of started using this thing, like, for this video. Oh, hello, little chicken. Oh, little chicken. You're gonna taste so good. Yep, he feels pretty firm. I'm really bad about like temperature testing stuff because I've basically been cooking for a really long time, since I was little. So there's my awesome Crocs, my leggings. Got the basic white girl going on right now. But so yeah, I usually like do by touch, not by temperature. But like I said before, 165 degrees is what the temperature that you need your chicken to be cooked to, internal temperature, and you want to go to like one of the thickest parts, like the top of the breastbone, or top of the breast, because that's where it's the thickest and it'll be the least cooked there. So, it's my awesome little tripod. I have couscous, what I made here. I just followed the instructions on the package. Nothing really exciting there, but now we've probably been cooking these for a good 30 minutes or so. We're just gonna go ahead and pull our carrots out. They're probably done. Yeah, they look like they're done. The thing with any starchy vegetable that you cook, you want to make sure that it's tender, which these are. Not bad. So there you have it. I will take a picture of the finished product once I'm done, but all you got to do is just take your chicken out of your Instapot, put it on a cutting board, slice it up. Should be good to go. These guys are hot. For your couscous, you just want to fluff it a little bit. I didn't know really what else to make with this, so I just kind of like found something and went with it. I think it'll be fine. If not, I can zhuzh it up every so often or occasionally. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. So that is pretty much all I have for you guys right now. Like I said at the end of the video, I will definitely put the finished product of like everything together. I'll take a picture of it, making sure it looks looks all pretty and stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. And then if you have anything else that you guys want to see besides what I already kind of have planned, let me know. Again, let's just go look at that little guy. He just looks so good. Yeah, he's done. All right. Thanks again for watching.